Well, by now, we know that we are one of the things that you look forward to every single morning. And of course, it's 6 a.m.
Yes, indeed.
And it's a brand new day for us all.
We know this because we find ourselves looking forward to being here every single morning, right here for you when you wake up as well.
Well, so welcome to a 3-hour experience, the one we also call Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Yomi.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinson. Remember, we're live streaming right now at tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook Live at TVC Connect. Please send in those comments on all our social media platforms. Our hashtag is Wake Up Nigeria.
Yeah, so check it out. You can also download our mobile app from any Android or iOS store.
Yes, indeed.
And you can watch us live from anywhere in the world. You just bring out the device, punch it,
Download our app.
straight up, we're live.
Now, we need to start off this show the right way, And,
Yes, indeed. And Mary's in the kitchen acting like we're not here.
Okay, so I'm going to acknowledge you guys.
So it's
Hi,
fine.
good morning.
It's
I'm sure
okay.
everyone saw me in the opening shot now. Come on.
Well, Mary is already getting the kitchen ready for us. and
Yeah.
everything.
Well, I am not actually. The chef has been working here, so I was just helping her, check some things.
I wonder when the chef came in, because at 6 a.m. Anyway.
Every chef comes in at 6 a.m. Just that nobody sees them till 7 a.m. But that's fine. You just spoiled it for everybody. Yummy.
Oh, goodness. You know what? Let's talk about the music, shall we? We have music coming up next, soon. Okpeola Olugbemiga is a singer, filmmaker, and author. He's known simply as Olugbemiga.
People can make your name to make correct statements.
And then it's on to celebrating our viewers with birthday shout-outs.
And of course, a lot went down over the weekend, especially with regard to our stars. I'm sure that Mike has details for us coming up very, very soon. So joining us for a chat, we have celebrity stylist Oluwaseun Olakpade of Styled by Seun.
Nice.
That's a lovely dress, though.
All right, and for DIY on making and making jewelry,
Making a jewelry stand.
a jewelry stand. Oh, that's a hanger I'm seeing.
Yeah.
That's not a jewelry. Anyway, or a jewelry holder, the king of jewelry, baby guy Art Smith, will be joining us on the show later on.
Then we have Yeti Williams of Lagos Moms back again for our parenting segment. Now we're going to be talking to daddies about the importance of their role in parenting.
That's a big one.
Yes, indeed. I don't think we're going to finish that in one day.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to.
Right after that, the second musical performance of the day will be happening live with C Black.
All right. Also joining us for a chat, we have a guest coming in, and he's from the Make Music Festival, and he's going to be giving us all the details we need about that event. Yes.
Music.
indeed. Woo. Music.
So I want to give a big shout out to my cousin.
Okay.
Today is her birthday. I can't believe I actually forgot to mention that I did on radio, but my cousins yesterday as well, twin cousins. And today I have another cousin who is celebrating her birthday.
What's your
today.
cousin's name?
Oh, Tosin Ogunde. Yes. The ones of yesterday were Bisola and Bisoye Taiwo.
And the twins.
And they're twins.
Okay.
Bisola and Bisoye.
I love birthday shout-outs, actually, and that's going to be coming up a little later
Yeah.
on the show.
Yeah. In the
I
next
hope
hour.
their names and photographs are on the list because
Funny
just
enough,
completely
I didn't
pointless.
put up my twin cousins, which is weird. I'm really sorry about that. I'm really sorry.
What
DIY.
DIY what?
Yeah. So there was this particular time.
DIY.
There was this particular time I was learning how to knot one time. I started doing a series on it. Man, I can't remember the name, but you had to use 2 ties.
Okay, to knot it.
It was like a what's that name now? But there were a number of them. There was this rose tie. Man, I spent. I'm not joking. I spent like almost 2 hours.
Okay, so
Not in
Not
that
the
time.
type.
It was a double. So the reason why I stopped doing it was that anytime I wanted to put it on, because you have to knot every single time.
Yeah.
If you're going to take it off, the two ties have to go away. So if you're going to every single time, you have to spend that much time to knot
Knot
it.
it.
Man, like, I just have to chill with the Windsor, man.
That's why I actually
I
like
had to
people who
chill.
come up with stuff like, okay, ready to wear. Like you actually do the stress, and then all the person who wants to wear it has to do is just pin it up.
So for children's uniform, school uniform, especially for boys' schools, you know, you see the elastic band type.
Band, yeah.
And then as they get older, they actually give them the real
That
tie.
never happened in my
You know,
school.
but you know,
So you had
we
to
have,
tie
you
it.
know, like bow ties. You would see and know that this one is a real bow tie. That this was knotted.
Okay.
You understand? You would know. So someone you go
There's
for
always
a,
that
you go for a black
distinction,
tie,
yes.
even and you go for one very high one like that. All those Yankee ones there. The main bow tie is just, you know, pa. They knot it well. But that one you carry this thing, a clipper. Or that
So
clipper
Mike,
here.
most times they have stylists.
So Mike,
there's
is this
somebody
really
else
like
to
a new
stress.
style now, though, but just hanging the tie
No,
like
it
this?
was in the middle of tying.
I
Knotting
don't
his tie. I don't even.
And you
Remember-
distracted.
I distracted you from tying, knotting the tie.
Somebody see somebody.
Hopefully, by the time
So,
we
but
go,
but
by the time
that's
we
it.
go
No,
for-
I'm thinking of a DIY or something. Oh, have we done something like? We've done something on ties.
Yes, we have.
I
I think we have some time back.
Yeah, someone came to do a Windsor, double Windsor.
Man,
You remember
because
that day?
the very complex ones, 5-6 minutes will not be enough.
Wow.
They're extremely complex. I mean, you're talking about rose
That's what the
bow
guy
ties.
said that day.
You're talking about rose bows. I spent like 2 hours trying to tie that one.
Did you
I
spend
went
2
to a
hours
large
trying to
extent.
learn it or just 2 hours?
No, when you learn it, every time I want to know, you have to bring up a video. So then they see me every morning. I just go on YouTube. Oh God, I forgot to this. You have to like.
So it's something I
extremely
really wish I
intricate.
knew how to do. There's
Extremely
quite a lot
intricate.
of things I wish I knew how to do. Like, sadly, I can't weave hair, and I have 2 girls at home.
Well, the thing is this:
So
we can't
I
learn
can't weave.
everything.
I didn't learn it. I learned how to braid. I didn't learn how to weave.
I couldn't learn how to braid. Though. I was
there's
the
a
first
difference
child.
between weaving
So
and
yeah,
braiding.
all my sisters learned with my hair. But
serious?
sit down, like.
Braid is the one that stands,
So
you know,
I didn't
like
get to.
stands out, and then weaving is the one that stays on the scalp.
Oh.
Yeah, the one that stays flat on the scalp is weaving. Yeah,
What's the
so
one
I
that-
never learned that.
What the one that stands and there's some that stand and come out?
Yeah, well, you have an idea of what we're talking about.
We have
the news,
the
I beg.
news now, and Theophilus is on standby.
Good morning and welcome to the news. President Muhammadu Buhari has signed into law the Public Holiday Amendment Act. Now, this is declaring June 12th of every year a public holiday and Democracy Day. Presidential aide on National Assembly matters, Senator Ita Enang, disclosed this to journalists at the Presidential Villa Abuja. State House correspondent Maria Lashende reports.
Ahead of the country's maiden edition of June 12 as Democracy Day, President Muhammadu Buhari signed the Public Holiday Amendment Act, declaring June 12 of every year a public holiday and Democracy Day.
May 29.
Briefing journalists after the signing, Senior Special Assistant to the President on National Assembly Matters said, with the assent to the amendments, May 29 has been removed as a public holiday.
President Muhammadu Buhari has just assented to the Public Holidays Amendment Act. This act declares June 12 of every year as a public holiday and Democracy Day in Nigeria. It amends the Public Holidays Act, which now removes May 29 of every year as a public holiday and now makes it June 12, the Democracy Day, to be a public holiday, in Nigeria from henceforth.
On June 12, 2018, President Muhammadu Buhari conferred the posthumous national honors on Chief MKO Abiola as Grand Commander of the Federal Republic, GCFR, which was received by his son Kola Abiola at the Special National Honors Investiture on late Chief MKO Abiola, which held at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. Maria Olashende, TVC News, Abuja.
Compliance to the executive order on the evacuation of trucks from the Lagos seaport area is proving difficult. TVC News findings reveal that some operators are disregarding traffic guidelines to access the seaports through the Lillipond Transit Park, a development that could jeopardize efforts to sanitize the port environment. Our correspondent Ifunaya Eze reports.
The Lillipond Transit Truck Park is a child of necessity. The transit park was created in response to the presidential order on the immediate decongestion of the Lagos Seaport Corridor to serve as a transit park for trucks pending when they are called to the port through a manual call-up system. These trucks have not moved for days.
The traffic guidelines put in place by the Presidential Tax Team direct truck drivers exiting the Lily Pond Transit Park to move through the Marine Bridge to access the seaport. But truck drivers are complaining that contrary to that directive, some container-laden trucks are still allowed to go through the Ijora Bridge straight on to the seaport.
Is this an indication the rules are already being abused?
Many trucks are supposed to come into this Lily Pond, and from here they check every papers and pass them out. If you can see now, since yesterday or day before yesterday, trucks has been out here on queue and they are not moving at all, simply because the ones they passed up there are still going. And by the time these ones they pass now, by the time they will be moving in, before they break, they will still move another set there.
Pasha don dey enter inside because we don over 3 weeks now where we are here, and then they go say they go pass motor and then they no go pass motor. They are moving motor from top of bridge, because when that one go, we know they allow this one to move again. And if you no get right to talk, if you dey talk, they say now from federal they come. Even Mopo even tell me for under bridge yesterday, say federal send them come here and they are not give them anything. So they don't come and look the road. They come and find the money.
The guidelines stipulate that only trucks with perishable items, flatbeds and sidebeds are allowed free access because of the nature of cargo they carry. The need for strict enforcement of the rules of engagement is being underscored.
What should be done now is that those ones who try to bypass Lily Pond, the law enforcement agent should ensure that any truck that is coming must have call-up. And if they do not have call-up, they should be asked to go back. That is the only way Lily Pond transit terminal can become functional.
The problem of recurring extortions remain a troubling matter around the seaport area, an issue the Presidential Tax Team needs to guard against if it expects to make any headway in establishing order around the seaport. Ifunanya Eze, TVC News, Lagos.
Now let's move to the foreign scene, where top U.S. diplomat for Africa, Tibor Nagy, will be heading to Sudan this week amid the unrest there. Mr. Nagy, the U.S. Assistant Secretary for Africa, will call for a cessation of attacks against civilians. Workers have staged a national strike, which began on Sunday, to pressurize the ruling military government to make way for civilian rule. 4 people were killed on the first day of the strike after security forces fired tear gas and live ammunition. And that's it on the news update for this hour. Weather update is next.
Thank you, Mike. Now, also in the news, we have on the cover of this day, APC meets National Assembly members-elect, restates support for Lawan Gbajabiamila, nominates Omo Agege for Deputy Senate President, Wase for Deputy Speaker, suspends as PDP legislators play their cards close to their chests. More information about that and more on page 8. Article 6 speedy trial as Bulkachewa appoints replacement. NJC commends Buhari on Onohe. It also says here, mixed reactions greet SEC's suspension of O&O's AGM. And finally, with NPO's intervention, NBC DA resolve dispute. Regulator to lift suspension of license, AIT Raypower to withdraw suit. That's what we have on the cover of this day.
All right, we've got another angle to the National Assembly elections taking place today. PDP backs Ndume Bago as APC insists on Lawan Gbajabiamila. And then up here, we've got Garba replaces Bulkachua. Tribunal hears 16 applications on Atiku's petition today. Nigerian Press Organization settles AIT-NBC feud, thank God. And debt servicing gulps over 50% of Nigeria's revenue, says the Africa Development Bank. And federal government discos need $4.3 billion to improve power supply, says the transmission company. And cops chased kidnappers who targeted my convoy, says Zakari Dolu. Democracy Day, federal government declares June 12 holiday. That's tomorrow. And violence erupts in Lagos after Pillars Rangers NPFL clash. And down here, we've got 7 feared dead as cultists cause mayhem in Lagos communities. Generator fumes kill twins. Wow. And 8 others in Imo at a wedding, apparently. And malpractices. JAMB releases fresh 15,000 results, cancels 321. That's what we have on the cover of The Punch.
And up next, we have The Guardian newspaper here. It says, fresh pressure as Buhari signs bill declaring June 12 Democracy Day. Nadeko Afenifere want Abiola declared president-elect. Only federal government can determine that, says Tinubu. Posthumous privileges no longer necessary, Oshoba insists. There's a lot more information about that and more on page 6. Generating set fumes kill 6 wedding guests in Imo. That's a very sad one there. Herdsmen abduct mother, stepson for 10 million naira ransom. Akeredolu escapes kidnap attempt. It's on a special report here. It says, avoiding repeat of tainted national legislature as 9th Senate opens. Anxiety intrigues as National Assembly picks leaders today. PDP vows to speak as family. APC banks on Lawan, Gbajabiamila, others. Sanusi has case to answer. Kano Anti-Graft Agency insists. Buhari welcomes Italy's support to recover, repatriate stolen assets. JAMB releases additional 15,490 UTME results. And finally, Nigeria sitting on a keg of gunpowder. ASU warns. Page 7 has more on that. That's the Guardian newspaper for you.
Let's check out the Daily Trust. Intrigues as Senate President, House Speaker emerged today. Buhari to APC members, respect party's decision. PDP strategizes against ruling party's candidates. And youths gain as State Assembly speakers emerge. We recommend Onogen's retirement, says NJC. And Africa Development Bank invested $1 billion on African SMEs and others. And down here, we've got bandits kill 12 in Niger communities. And Democracy Day, federal government declares tomorrow public holiday. And JAMB clears 15,490 candidates accused of malpractices. That's what we have on the cover of the Daily Trust.
I have the Vanguard newspaper in my hands now. It says 9th NAS. Fresh twist as court orders open ballot. I guess people didn't see that coming. Page 9 has more on that story. It also says here CBN to sell 809.4 billion naira treasury bills in Q3 of 2019. How kidnappers attacked my convoy, Akeredolu says here. Page 10 has more on that. NPO resolves NBC AIT face-off. And 32-year-old emerges Oyo Assembly Speaker. We only executed our mandate on Emir Sanusi, it says here, Kano Anti-Graft Agency speaking there. Zamfara is the next topic here. Bandits kill 23 in reprisal attacks. I'll neutralize banditry, terrorism, and kidnapping, says Buhari. On Naira Watch, Naira appreciates to 359.5 Naira to the dollar in the parallel market. And to wrap this one up, it says, intrigues as Lawan Ndume square up today. That's what we have on the cover of the Vanguard.
All right, let's just throw this final paper in before the 7:30 dot. Daily Sun, Lawan versus Ndume, the 0 hour. And court orders open ballot as APC governors direct lawmakers to support Lawan for Senate President, Gbajabiamila for speakership. PDP lawmakers boast of having deciding votes. And 10 die of generator fumes in Imo. And Atiku versus Buhari, Garba replaces Bolkochua as tribunal's chairman. And finally, Italy to repatriate Nigeria's stolen funds. That's more Abacha largesse coming in pretty soon.
Yeah, and it is, as you mentioned earlier, it's 6:30, not 7:30. You're a bit ahead of us this morning.
I'm trying to get there quickly. 6:30.
Yeah, but we will be back after this quick break. We have the traffic updates next.
Good morning and thank you for joining us for Lagos Traffic Updates. Please note that you can always be a part of this segment by sending a message on Instagram, Facebook, or even Twitter to let us know what your traffic situation is wherever you may be, and perhaps take a traffic selfie. Now, that one will be really cute. All right, so we're just going to start from the Ojuelegba axis today, heading to CMS. It does look like going from Ojuelegba to CMS will be a very good idea for you this morning because the traffic situation there isn't so bad. And then I'm seeing that there's, if you're around Ikeja axis right now, you won't have much traffic if you're heading towards Ogba. And it's the same thing if you're coming from Ogba to Ikeja. The traffic in that axis isn't so bad. You might experience a bit of traffic depending on where you're going to pass. If you're passing through Wemco Road isn't so bad right now. In fact, it's traffic free. Then, of course, passing through Akilo. You know, some people pass that side to connect to Obakra. You might experience a bit of traffic in that axis, so just prepare your mind for that, all right? But the traffic isn't so bad. A bit of bumper to fender, but you will be at your destination in less than 20 minutes. That's if you're going from Ogba to Ikeja. So that's not a very bad place to go through this morning. I'll take a look at the Yanokpaja axis as well. But before that, let me find out from Titi. Titi, do you have any traffic updates for me?
It's interesting you should mention me right now because I just went through Traffic Chief, and there is a tweet here. Sadly, it's not a traffic update, but it's asking media houses to not turn a blind eye to the Badagry Expressway and what people face there. So I was trying to get traffic updates from that particular expressway when you mentioned my name just now. But there is an update here. Slow but steady at Jakonde to Kwako Isolo this morning, according to Okwezi 007. It says the stretch of 3rd Mainland Bridge inward Dolphin is apparently just 14 minutes, which is a very long time to spend between 3rd Mainland Bridge and Dolphin Estate, if you get what I'm saying, Yomi. The 3rd Mainland, from the edge of 3rd Mainland into Dolphin,
that's
right
at
now.
At the end of the 3rd Mainland.
Yes, it's taking about 14 minutes for people to get through. So that means
That's
it's
not
quite
too bad.
tight.
That's not too bad, actually.
14, so that's like a quarter of an hour.
Well,
for
considering
a 3-minute
the traffic
movement.
on the 3rd Mainland Bridge itself,
That's
that's
crazy.
not so bad as Yomi said.
Okay,
but I'll get to the 3rd Mainland Bridge at some point. Let me just quickly give you an update. For those coming from Ota Access, especially from Ile-Epo bus stop heading to Oshodi, there's not much traffic heading to Yanokpaja, so don't worry about that. You get to Yanokpaja in less than 10 minutes. There's just a bit of traffic in some areas, especially around Pleasure bus stop, but don't worry. it's mainly free. Yeah, it's mainly free to get to Yanokwaja. But when you get to Yanokwaja, you will experience a bit of traffic at the bridge area. As I said, because of all the construction work and stuff going on around there, that area has been a bit wonky, especially regarding who goes where. So don't panic if you're new to the area. You just experience the traffic briefly, maybe about 10-15 minutes, just getting out from the bridge area. But as soon as you're out of the bridge, it's actually a freeway, and it goes on till you're approaching Dokpemu. Now, when you get to Dokpemu, there is bumper to fender traffic. In fact, it starts at about Iyano axis. That's when you start experiencing the traffic building up, and it goes on and on till you get to Idimangoro. Now, when you get to Idimangoro, it eases out a bit, yeah, and then at some point it just seems like a freeway, but it's very deceptive because you barely go for 5 minutes before encountering traffic again, and that traffic will continue until you get to, or at least you get past the Ilezik axis, and from there it seems to be a bit free, but again, another deceptive freeway, because you will encounter traffic all the way to Ikeja Along. In fact, the traffic goes beyond Ikeja Along. It goes up to the bridge, all right? So when you get to the bridge, there's just a slight traffic on the bridge, but since we are not going to Ikeja inside, we're going towards Oshodi. As soon as you pass Ikeja Bridge, it's a freeway all the way till you're almost at Oshodi. In fact, it's about the arena area before you encounter traffic. So yay! It's a good day to be heading to Oshodi from Yanokwaja this morning. It will take you less than 50 minutes to make that journey. So guys, do you have any tweets for me again?
Let me just check out a few here.
Okay.
At Giddy Traffic has got it's a bit not too bad this morning. We have a tweet here.
Okay.
From Yomi Williams, who says we are back to status quo. There was a palliative along the Okeafa Isolo Jakonde gate and its environs.
Okay.
So the palliative was that, gravel was poured on the floor to just, help with the flooding and all of that. But all of that has now been washed away by the rains. So they're back to square one. And then another one here, we have also on Giddy Traffic, a bus tumbled just now. That's 5 minutes ago. Wow. That's about 6:30. A bus tumbled just now before Ile-Ekpo. Now, they're reporting that this person, YK Cool, at YK Cool on Giddy Traffic, is reporting that 2 people died. But, he can't determine that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure he can determine that at this time, but he said it just happened. That's around Ile-Ekpo. So a bus has tumbled in that area.
So Ile-Ekpo, which Ile-Ekpo is that?
Not sure.
No, the only Ile-Ekpo is on that, is the one I just mentioned. Interesting to think that I started from Ile-Ekpo, but that was at Ile-Ekpo bus stop. So that must have happened just
so just
Ile-Ekpo.
about 5 minutes ago. So that's at Ile-Ekpo just now.
Okay.
Incidentally, yesterday there was this Badagry, Lagos-Badagry Expressway. I don't know what's happening there. I don't know the exact situation of what's happening there. But you had this extremely long line of queue of people, like it stretched for kilometers.
People?
Yeah, people, like human traffic. Like the road was so bad, they had to
walk.
They had to canter along.
Single file.
Yes, on a single file. Like,
wow,
it's terrible. Like very terrible. They had to walk on a single file. The video is trending everywhere. And I was like, what's really happening there, man? Like, I don't know exactly, but it's quite an issue there.
All right.
It's quite an issue there.
So, it's someone did mention that, media houses should shed more light on what's happening there. And
so if somebody...
I believe some are actually doing that. Mary...
Okay, you know what, guys?
Can't wait to have you here.
I'll let you guys continue the conversation because I'm feeling like I'm just alone here. So I'm just going to come join you guys so we can talk about it, okay?
Come on over, Mary. We're waiting on you.
So, guys, so young people are taking positions of power.
Okay, young people. How young are we talking?
So we have a 32-year-old guy who just became a speaker.
Okay.
In the State House of Assembly in Oyo State. So that's a good one.
Yes, I saw it yesterday.
It was trending. So
Papa was full. I said, this guy now, fresh boy was doing himself. I said, this one will be doing law. I'll go like, I'm about to pass the bill of I go
Instagram
no
live.
sleeping, no sleeping.
Instagram live.
Yeah, Instagram live. So but like very young guy.
Very young
He's
guy.
like a friend and associate of Davido. So
Yeah.
Davido was hailing him and all of that. It felt cool. It felt cool.
At 32.
Do you know, I had like, my, you know, God forgive me, I was up here when you started talking about it, and then you just mentioned he's an associate of Davido, and then my mood just came down.
Why?
Why was that something you felt like you should mention right
Because
now?
I saw it through Davido's status.
I don't know if you
know
get where
something
I'm
very
going.
interesting.
That's right.
I saw so many young people
Where are you going?
tweeting, posting
Like,
that they know the guy. So it's not like he's a friend of so many people.
So being a friend, being
No, he saw it via Davido's handle. So I guess that's why. And there's also the possibility Davido might not even know him personally, but he's probably
He
celebrating
knows him personally because the guy gave a shout. He knows him personally.
They were co-managing
They are
Dremo.
they are associates. Like not
Okay,
even
so I
just
would have loved
Davido's,
it if you had told me, oh, that, you know, he has put some plans in place. He has said he's going to do this. He's going to be part of this and part of that and all that. But all I'm hearing is where you go.
No, it's just it's something I just said.
Yes, no, I'm
you just
like,
be my chair
you
now.
didn't tell me what he's planning to do.
So me, I wanted to see
Just sit up for
the
the
chair
next
just
thing.
felt it. No, look.
You didn't tell me what he's planning to do as a speaker.
Does it matter?
We've already turned him to
That
a
is
celebrity. Yeah, no, we've turned him to a celebrity. We've turned him to like, the social media sensation.
You
Not someone that's
know
gonna go there
why
and
this
get
thing is
something
such a
done.
big deal? Because these
Get.
things are rare now. I'll make mention of a particular government. Is actually is well known. Is held up to 5 ministerial appointments. And guess what? The first position he ever held as a commissioner, he was 32 years old. Okay.
Yeah.
But that was years ago. And these days, it seems like such a struggle for
you
a
have to be very old,
30-year-old to even, you know, get any position.
We had ministers, ambassadors in the late 70s, 80s.
80s, man. You need to see the ambassador to the US. He was with Trump.
Yeah,
Like-
so I think that needs to change.
I was like, I thought he was a war veteran or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the
moves with
point
a
is,
walking stick, like you can't move unaided, yeah.
It's when I saw it yesterday, it was quite big.
big
32
topic,
years,
yep.
speaker.
True, true.
Why not the leaders of today? Because by the time we were born, like,
So Mike,
what age-
what are you doing with your own life now? What are you doing?
Nothing.
Mike
actually.
is here. Do you know many people say Mike is
Somebody
touching?
is
So the
doing
point
speaker.
is,
What are you doing?
the guy was going all day.
Yeah.
When you see people who are this millennials, like millennials, and that means that you can talk to them on a level that they can understand. Do you understand? These people are social media savvy. I can have issues and reach out to him, and you know that this kind of person will probably take out time. and
Now
all of
we're
that.
getting somewhere.
Oh God, madam, is
Now we're
Davido's
getting
friend.
somewhere.
What's this
Now
one?
you're making a
What's this
point.
one say?
Which
Is-
one
is Davido's friend?
Davido? And I'm like, I don't understand. You know what? Can we change the topic?
The issue,
Can we change the topic?
wait, just
Because
before
there's
we
one
change the
other
topic,
issue.
the most important thing is for the guy to be a success.
So being associated with Davido makes him a success.
You're a
immediately.
case.
As I don't understand. There was another topic. There was another topic you said you were going to mention. It was actually you that said you were going to mention it.
What topic is that?
Yeah. So there was this thing going on online yesterday.
Both of
where don't worry, they're just mischievous this morning.
I'm not being.
Yeah, whatever. Apparently, there are now plus-size mannequins at Nike.
Okay, yeah, I saw that.
You saw that?
I saw that on Twitter.
And I was wondering, first of all, I was wondering why it was such a big deal. But
That they now have.
that they now have. And I was wondering, wait, why didn't they have before?
It is a fancy revolution because somebody has almost become, you know, she's now the richest musician, female musician from embracing things like this.
Okay.
You know, there's been that segregation for so long. If you're not less than 12, you're not going to get
12,
your
yeah.
clothes.
Sure.
The moment you're hitting above 12, you're getting to 14, 16,
Size
18,
12,
20.
size
and it's
12,
just,
yeah.
it's not even about getting
you
your
won't get-
clothes.
you
It's about
won't get your
getting
own sizes.
stylish clothes.
Okay, you won't get your own sizes.
You know, you might even get your size, but they usually do the hideous dresses for people who are plus size.
I've
But
actually
now,
gone to search
they're
for
actually-
size 8 dresses for my wife before, and all I was seeing was 12, 14. So I don't know what you're talking
Your
about.
wife is size 8.
So now at Nike,
You didn't search at
at
the right
Nike,
place.
it's like it's a sports.
It's a
obviously
size
sports
8 is
brand.
very common.
Hold on.
not common.
Being a sports brand,
Size 8 is
we always look.
Yeah.
We look for.
Okay,
We look
like-
for.
Whoa.
Hello.
I was trying to confirm
Are
size
you
8.
really?
So
What
size
is this
8.
Let's just move on. I
That's
beg.
a
Really,
size-
I think there's
that's a
something
size
wrong
8
with your
Size 8,
and Mike this morning. So we'll take this short break and return.
Men, the way you
This
think
is
sometimes.
12:40.
Welcome back. Now, Wake Up Nigeria is all about the music, especially at this time of the morning. We have Olugbemiga Okpeola. Now, he's also called Olugbemiga Arts. And from the numerous art forms he's involved in, he's a singer, filmmaker, and writer. And he's here to perform for us.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Good morning.
All right, so that grin on your face, I know you're ready to perform for us.
Yes,
What's the
yes,
name
sir.
of the track you're performing this morning?
Your Beauty Calling My Name.
Your Beauty
Calling My Name. Yeah.
See title. I can't wait. So, it's My Beauty.
Of course,
Go ahead,
yeah,
go ahead.
sure.
It is? All right.
Yeah, sure.
All right, I can't wait to hear this particular track.
Yeah.
And I'm going to step off stage for you to get
All right.
going.
Your beauty so naturally endowed.
You know, one thing I've always wanted to do is touch people's TV screens.
What? Really? Do you want to
Like-
try that now? Okay, go ahead.
Like,
Let's
touch-
see if you can get...
touch your TV screen,
Like
like-
right there. Like.
Just go ahead.
Yeah,
That's
that
one of
wild
the
goose chase, you're on your own next time, right?
You want, yeah. So
Yeah.
it's,
I have a KPI. Yeah.
oh, yeah. So one hour has passed already, and we just thought, you know, if you're just waking up, that's a way to
Yes,
we poke you in the eye.
Poke you in the morning.
Yeah, that's
Now, we plan to be here with you for quite a while, so we advise that you tune in as soon as it's 6 a.m. Follow us all the way till around 8:45. This is the only place you want to be. My name is Titi Layo Oyinso.
And I'm Yomi Ope. We're streaming live right now at tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect. Now send in your comments across social media, of course on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria.
Now, we have an app available for you to download for Android and iOS stores. Now, that app allows you to watch us from anywhere in the world. And it's about time for us to learn a thing or two. We have Chef Nyla, right? Did I get that right? Nyla in the studio.
No, this is not Chef Nyla.
I'm sorry.
Mike,
sorry. There's so many chefs right now. Mike, you're confusing me. Is Mike the chef too?
Mike just reminded me of this famous phrase. Stop pacing, you're making me nervous. Yeah, that one.
Okay, so Mary, who's our chef today? Hello. Hi. Okay. Mary, talk to me.
Oh, yeah.
Who's our chef today?
Oh, Mike is still there. Anyway, we're gonna be doing everything about the chef, or whatever, in the kitchen, very, very shortly. All the
is such a
details.
distraction.
Yeah, Mike is distracting them. Don't worry about it. Anyway, a lot went down over the weekend with our stars, and I'm sure Mike has details coming for us later.
If he can
with,
get out of the kitchen. Yeah.
He's gonna get out of the kitchen. Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna have a live chat right here with celebrity stylist Oluwaseun Olakpade, styled by Seun. He'll be here soon.
And for DIY on making a jewelry stand, of course, a jewelry holder, we're going to be having artist Benga Art Smith, who will be here very shortly.
Yes, indeed. Then we have Yeti Williams of Lagos Moms. She'll be here. She's back talking to daddies about the importance of their role in parenting.
Right after that, the second performance for this morning will be happening live with C Black.
Then joining us for a chat, we have a guest coming from Make Music Festival. And we'll be getting all the details about that event coming up soon. All right.
So, Bamilerin, you're trending.
You cracked up everybody.
When I saw it yesterday, I thought it was Palmieri.
Really?
Which is a name.
Yeah, it is,
When I saw it first, I thought it was Palmieri, and then, you know.
So everybody in the studio now, they just forgot that they're not supposed to be there. They're supposed to cry in the studio. I don't know how to chop Mike. What did we used to play Pangolo when we were younger?
Okay, Mike, what's the story?
Palmieri.
So, yeah, the issue now is, I don't know why people are going after Davido. So Peruzzi apologized, actually.
Yeah.
He said, okay, there was a broadcast on a particular radio station, and he called in while he was in the studio and apologized. Davido also apologized. But people are going after Davido because Davido goes, okay, I'm very sorry for my brother Peruzzi for doing this, but...
Oh, yeah.
And he says, but we are also human and we get angry. And I learned somewhere, people say that anything you say before
But yes.
the but negates everything before it.
Yes. So the word to use in most cases is however. And that's why I always try to avoid using that word but, because sometimes people don't even remember what you said before the but.
Yeah,
the moment you say but, you've arrested attention.
And sometimes people don't even know that that's what but means.
Yes.
But negates everything before it.
Yes.
You understand? So, but I don't know why it had to be Davido. But then Davido is, I respect him. He apologizes. He did again this time, man.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
But we have to.
It's time for us to cook something new in the kitchen today, right here on Wake Up Nigeria. And today, it's Chef Adepeju's time in the kitchen.
Yeah, good morning.
Oh, fantastic. While it's so good to have her back with us in the studio, and I know she has something quite unusual for us.
Sure, definitely.
Pink rice and palm oil sauce, like pink and... what color will palm oil give us? Will it be red or orange?
Right.
Okay, so that's what we're having this morning.
Yeah.
So tell us what we're going to be making use of.
Okay, we're making use of beetroot.
Okay.
Yeah, fresh beetroot. Then we're making use for our palm oil sauce. We're making use of the palm oil.
Okay.
Our tomato, blended tomato and pepper.
Okay.
Crayfish.
Okay.
We have our fried turkey.
Okay.
Salt, seasoning
Okay.
to taste. Iru, local beans.
Okay, so when you say seasoning to taste, I can see like 4 different seasonings. Could you run us through
Okay,
each
yeah, I
one?
have thyme, curry,
Okay.
and I have my seasoning. Then with a little bit of nutmeg.
Is this
My-
seasoning cubes?
Yes.
Okay.
Then nutmeg, then the iru, that's
local
the
beans.
local beans,
Okay.
with my shrimps, my dried shrimps.
Okay.
Then I have enough onions,
Okay.
and I have my dried fish,
Okay.
carrots,
Okay.
green bell pepper.
This looks like fried shrimps and...
It's dried.
Are you serious?
Yes,
I've
it's
not
dried.
seen shrimps
It's dried.
like this. It looks boiled and fried.
It's dried.
Oh, wow.
It's dried.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so right there, we
Yes.
have the beetroot.
Yes, sure.
So
We have the beetroot and we have
how
our
did
rice
we
in it.
achieve this, actually?
Okay, I blended my beetroot.
Let's just leave it open.
Okay, let me just leave it open.
Yes,
I
just
blended
for
my
a few
beetroot. You know,
Okay.
first of all, I soaked it with warm water
Okay.
to give me the soft
So you have
texture.
to soak it in hot
warm water. Yes.
Hot or warm?
Warm.
Okay.
To give me the soft texture so I could blend properly.
Okay.
So after that, I just, and remove the beetroot and shafts away from the water.
Okay.
Then I'm using the water itself for the
so
rice.
this is just the beetroot water?
Yes.
Oh.
So the beetroot water is giving us the pink rice.
Okay.
The pink color.
Okay.
So that's why it's called pink rice.
Okay, so it's
Yes.
going to give us this light pink color.
Yeah,
here.
light pink color, yes.
So
sure.
did you season, did you put anything
No,
in it?
no, just salt. And a
Just
little
salt.
bit of shining granite oil.
Okay,
Yes.
so a little bit of
Granite
oil.
oil, just
and
to
then-
give it a shiny look.
Okay.
That's just
So
it.
that's how we're going to do with the rice.
Yes.
How are we going to put all of this? What's going to happen?
Okay, I'll put my carrots, maybe when the rice is getting ready, I'll just put in the carrot, then with a little bit of this green pepper.
Okay.
Just to give it this beautiful look.
Okay.
And a little bit of onions as well.
Okay, so that's all that's going in
That's
there?
all.
Oh, so every other thing goes into the pepper?
Yes, everything is going into the palm oil sauce. Everything.
These,
everything.
into the palm oil sauce?
Yes.
It looks like people will be targeting, and by people, I mean me, targeting this palm oil sauce that the rice. We'll be all right
Really?
with the rice. All right, then we have to go on this break, okay? And then afterwards, of course, Wake Up Nigeria continues. Stay with us.
Welcome back. Now, Wake Up Nigeria is all about the celebrities. But then we also have to take note of the stylists who style these amazing celebrities. And now we have one such stylist in the building now. Oluwaseun Olokpade is a celebrity fashion stylist, entrepreneur, and creative director of Styled by Seun. Now, this is a brand known for its clean aesthetics, its elegant approach to style. And as you can you see that styling on him right now? Yellow shirt under a striped shirt. I don't think I've seen this. I would have expected another color shirt under there, by the way. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Titi.
All right. So now, as a stylist in Nigeria, I know that it probably wasn't easy starting out.
Of course it wasn't.
So when did you know that this was what you were going to do?
Okay, I mean, from a young age, I'd always been interested in lifestyle, fashion, and everything glitz. So, I mean, in the house, I'm the guy that approves you when you're going out. So if I tell you, oh, it's not looking good, you will definitely have a second thought.
Okay.
So I mean, I started out as a fashion designer. I wanted to have a skill, know more about it. So I did like a little training before going to school. And after that, I mean, I just was if I make clothes for you, I tell you, oh, Titi, maybe you should use a yellow accessory with this stuff. And I knew, so I was trying to find out, okay, there is more to this services I'm offering for people I make clothes for. Of course, the internet, I used Google and I got to find out that there's definitely something called styling. Yeah.
Okay, so you know, it's interesting. You should. So I've always wondered about stylists and how they charge people and how they bill people, how they create their rate cards. You know, so there are different types of events, obviously, and there are different types of styling. So what's your main focus? Is it evening events? Is it, you know, daytime, everyday wear? What sort of styling do you do?
I major into like red carpet, personal styling. I mean, also TV campaigns, adverts, and all of that. Okay. So I mean, I'm not really the editorial person. Okay. I'm not really an editor. It's not my really go-to, but I do a few editorials, still very related to what I do on a daily basis. So for red carpet, adverts, video shoot, commercials, everything.
I know we have a few images we've planned to showcase. I would love to look at some of these celebrities that you've styled in the past. Okay, so can you see that one there? So that is Bimbo. And Bimbo, yeah, she's an amazing actress. Now, how did you put this particular piece together?
Okay, so this was like about 2 weeks ago for the premiere of a movie, and it was themed Gatsby. So, I mean, of course, Gatsby, it's a 1920s inspired look, and of course, everybody would definitely go for a flapper dress or tassels and everything. So, I mean, I had to climb to style, so I decided, why not switch roles? The movie is about a guy, an influential person, so why not style her as the guy? So we wanted to go Jay Gatsby and a bit of feminine.
All right, now she looks very feminine in that, but I love the touch of the hat. It's really nice. But white, why white?
Why white? Because I mean, it was not really white. I think the picture appears as white. It's like off-white, right? So why the color is because in the 1920s we don't really have, we have like classic colors. Black is also a classic color, but when you do off-white with stripe, it just stands you out.
Okay.
It just very stands you out. So that's
now
why
I can see that based on what you said about the 1920s, styling goes a lot further. You have to do a lot of research. You have to find out about, you know, events that you're planning for and all that. But there's another picture we have coming up next. Who do we have? Yes, we have Uti. All right. So what was the inspiration behind this styling?
So this is for a show. It was for a show, Torti Prima. I mean, we always try, as much as, like you just said, we do research, and so we took Uti to another country. We wanted Uti to look a bit of Asian. I mean, this is something you'd see on a Kung Fu person. So, and we had, this was made by Nkat, and also the previous clothes, and we had the belt and the black chain, you know, something simple but still fashionable.
Okay, so now I would have critiqued this as not probably Uti's best look. You know, like, so why, even though you probably knew that this wouldn't be one of his best look, did you still decide to style him that way?
Yeah, because of course, like every event, like every job, there's a memo, right? You have something, there's a brief, you have something you're going for. And I mean, it's about fashion and style. It's not about what really catches the eye. If you're wearing a sequin dress now, of course, everybody will notice you. But sometimes it's always okay to just take a bit of risk, because on the norm, Uti wouldn't wear this. I mean, when I gave it to him, I was like, okay, let's see, let's try it.
All right. Okay, so it's all about taking risks, this styling thing. We have another friend of the house, Maoli Gavor, here next.
Smiley.
Now this catches the eye.
Very,
All
very,
right.
very.
So I would have been worried about styling him like this because he has a very distinct chiseled look, and so it's like two popping things at the same time. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yes, you
here.
are.
All right. So why style him this way?
So this was actually for a collection. It was a
Okay.
designer shoot. So it was the designer was producing a bit of a collection, which was velvet, the masks, and we already have a velvet, which enough is a talk on its own. So we decided to use white, to a white shirt, and of course a bow tie, and then just a bit of a statement gold lapel brooch to make it like the very gentleman look.
So unless I'm mistaken, that was a tux? Is that
Yeah,
a tux?
that was a tuxedo.
So I had always heard that, you don't put lapel pins on tuxes.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, you're correct. But when you're having a plain tuxedo and it's velvet, if it's like probably like a cashmere, you can leave it that way because it is a clean look.
Okay.
But if you want to have, a bit of spice, you can just add just a bit. That's why you're just having, the lapel is just there.
Okay.
Just that small one, not the
Alright.
one you had a lot of brooches and you distract the look.
Okay, so I know you must have had different opportunities to style people and different critique as well. What was the critique behind the next one? Eku Edewo should be the next image we have there. What was the critique behind this?
Oh, yes. So this particular look actually maybe went viral. And of course, the shirt is by Titi Bello and the skirt is by Tessa Becker. And Adesuwa told me had worn the skirt earlier. Of course, Echo is not the curvy person, but because Echo's style is very conservative, I mean, that's like a crop top and a skirt, and Echo would wear anything you put her into as far as it's her style. And when she saw the skirt, I was like, okay, do you mind? Adesuwa has worn before. I don't care. That's Echo for you. Echo would wear anything as far as it's comfortable on her. And of course, blogs started comparing. Oh, she's not as curvy. You look better than Adesuwa, but I mean, she just called me like, I was telling her, did you see the comparison? I said, please let them focus on my beautiful face. That's a good look for her.
So I love the fact that you also put the person you're styling into consideration and their emotions as well.
Important.
You've told me quite a lot about your style of styling. We still have Simi Dre coming up. Simi Dre, this one. Okay, so talk to me about this. Is that headgear? Am I seeing headgear?
No,
there?
I think it's just the set.
Oh, it's okay.
It's
all right,
set.
it's the set. Okay.
Yeah. So this was supposed to be. She hosted a show, Stardom Nigeria. It's a music competition. So she was supposed to open the show, and of course, a bit of glam. Do you understand? And they do want, of course, she's hosting the show. She has to be comfortable. Simi Dre is someone who is your classic girl. She likes it prim and proper. So we tried to show a bit of skin, of course, because she has a very beautiful neck and cover every other thing.
All right.
So yeah.
So you said earlier a bit of glam. This looks like a bit more than a bit of glam. So are you ever worried that you're going over the top with any outfit?
Sometimes when you have clients some clients will tell you, like I have a client who will tell you, I don't show off my arms, I don't show off my legs, or some will tell you, either pick one, you either show off.
So me, you described just now. Okay.
You either show my leg or you are showing my hands. So whichever dress you are bringing, just pick one or two. So, but I mean, along the line in the business, I've decided to client first. And as much as it's clothes, they have to be comfortable in it.
Wow.
So it's not they're going out and they're feeling like, I'm not so if the client is comfortable in it, when we did fittings, sent sketch to see me, and she did the first fitting and she was okay with it. So it was good.
All right, so now, based on what I'm wearing now, what would you change about what I'm wearing now, like right now?
You're looking very good. I mean, it's appropriate for the show, so. Once you're dressing appropriately for the event, that's correct.
But you wouldn't style me like this. What would you have
Of course,
changed?
if my brief is to style you simple and clean, and you as a person, you don't like showing off your arms and everything. This is a pop of color for the show, so it's good.
All right, hey, I think I styled this myself. But we'll talk definitely some more after.
Sure.
We have one more look to talk about before we wrap this up. Slim Case is the look. Is the muse here.
Yes, yeah.
Now, I'm looking at a guy with jeans, trainers, and are you telling me you put all this together? He
Yes,
didn't
I
just walk out of his house like this.
No,
did you?
no, no.
Okay, so how did you put this look together?
So this was Slim K's first promo shoot as an artist. I mean, he has gone viral with different songs.
Yeah.
So of course, his management called and they wanted something that described street credibility, something very rugged. So that's why we have the ripped jean instead of just a jean. So it gives you that street person when you see him, and instead of him just standing and posting, because even as a stylist, one of our main job is to direct. So if you're just seeing someone, I mean, you would take a picture and just post your hands akimbo, and if it doesn't suit the style of what you're doing, I would tell you no. You have to, yes, sometimes we go extra by telling the clients, can you please lay on the couch because the image is taken from the top, do you understand? So all of that matters, and for this shoot, we had to make use of the props by him staying there like, you know what, I'm back in this industry, so yeah.
All right. Now, there was something that happened last year, where there was a bit of a mix-up with some styling that you put together for two different people. And it really went viral and caused all sorts of other issues. But I know you must have learned something from that experience. Can you talk to us about that?
Okay, so I think this is the first time I'm actually talking about this in public. First of all, it was something I actually learned a lot from. And when you get to a certain point in your career and you're like, I think I failed. I think maybe this job is not for me. But one of the things that makes you go ahead and makes you distinct is the fact that you learn from your mistake, you learn from your failure, and you've accepted that I have failed at this point. And really,
Can we break down just what actually happened?
What actually happened?
Yeah.
So what really happened was it was a mix-up. I get to pick, like always, the client is never not like they're not aware, but they don't even have a relationship sometimes with the designers. Really, I mean, for the first time. So I did the contracting of, this is what I am looking at. And the designer never mentioned that it was anyone's dress. It was just, I have a dress that fits your client, tailored to our size. And we picked it up, wore it. We couldn't return the main day because the shoot lasted till like 10:30 p.m. And I called her up, she wasn't picking our call. So I just felt, I'll return with the Uber. And I told her I'm returning with an Uber the next time. She said, that's fine.
Wow.
We got to the Uber got to the place and there was nobody to receive the dress, and I got the dress back and she wasn't available, only for me to make up and
the whole.
So it was just really crazy to hear that.
Now, thanks so much for sharing that with us, and at least we've heard it from you what actually happened, and I know you've learned a bit from that. But we have to take a quick break now. Thank you so much for coming to talk to us.
Thank you so much, Tete.
Wow, Wake Up Nigeria continues after this.
Welcome back. It's entertainment news, and I've got Foladele Ngadi in the house. We're doing this together. This your hair has been popping. Everybody just going about this your hair like this. Everybody.
And I feel like my fans are many.
All right, let's go straight up into somebody MM's favorite character.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like after Trevor Noah is this guy.
Oh, I did not know that.
Then there's Anthony Joshua, but after he lost, MM just
wow, not loyal. Okay, so let's talk about Keanu Reeves. All right, so Keanu Reeves' badassery has now seeped into the cyber world. Yes, guys, because he's playing a character in the up-and-coming cyberpunk installment that looks exactly like him.
John Wick. He has been rising, moving up the ranks. In fact, he's even mooted to play a role in Marvel's Eternals coming quite up. I mean, is this a resurgence of some sort for Keanu Reeves?
This is really good for Keanu Reeves, and he's actually in a film on Netflix right now.
Exactly.
A romantic film. What are you doing here? But he plays himself, and he's also the badass swag and all that. Yeah. But this is really good. I just wonder why he had to take
this long.
Yes, because I mean, John Wick was a badass from the first one. So happy to wait till after John Wick 3. But this is good regardless, and I'm sure MM is going to be all over this one.
Yeah.
And the imitation is very, very accurate.
Very on point. Very on point.
All right, guys, moving swiftly along. Yeah. Wendy Williams' estranged husband is no closer to making amends with their son, Kevin Jr., after the father-son scuffle. And Kevin Hunter Sr. feels Wendy isn't helping the situation. Now, sources close to the family told TMZ that Kevin Sr. has made no headway towards patching things up since the fight that ended with Jr.'s arrest, and were told that he's getting iced out despite several attempts to reach out and talk to his son. Now, we're told as well that Wendy's ex thinks he and his son son should settle their differences on their own. But he believes Wendy is behind the decision to go radio silent. Okay.
So Wendy has been in the news, and I think that, look, because of what she does, she is an expert at you know, poking into other people's lives.
Yep.
So what's coming for her, she earned it.
I'm so glad you said this, Mike, because there's actually a video trending online from the Shade Room, and it was an exclusive chat with her. I think it was just yesterday. And they asked her about, you know, because there was a guy in the car with her, and they're like, who is this guy? And she was like, it's not your business. But then I'm always into people's business, so I should probably just tell you guys. And then she opened up and she's like, oh, he's a friend. But she was blushing and she was looking high. There was a lot going on with her, and she burst into tears.
What's her issue? Has she really come? Is she in recession now? I mean, with her history of drug abuse, is she really sober now?
I mean, look, I'm not one to say, but she did say that she was at a sober house for a while.
Okay.
And of course, I don't know if she's still going there, but a lot of the comments that were being made on that Shade Room video was that, Wendy, are you sure you've been going to this sober house?
Yeah,
you're looking
she
quite
looks
out
high.
of it. Yeah.
She looks high.
But then it could also be that she's an emotional wreck. I mean, she's been with this guy for so long. There have been allegations over the years about cheating and not cheating and cheating and not cheating from his end. So there's probably a lot that's been going on there. And to have finally come out of that might be a lot for her to take in. So it could be drugs, like people are saying, but it could also be
but the point is that it seems like she's not trying to make to settle the beef between her son.
So one thing she also said in that video is that, like, I mean, so the question was, would we see the three of you together? She's like, yeah, he'll get married, he'll graduate, you'll see us together as a family, because, I mean, we're his parents after all.
Yeah.
So maybe she's trying. I don't know,
Maybe she's trying.
is, yeah.
All right, moving on from that, Cardi B is making her Hollywood debut. Yes, you heard it. What else would she debut as?
I wonder,
a
Mike.
fictional stripper called Diamond. The 26-year-old shared a picture of herself in character on Saturday evening. That's what you can see right now, revealing Diamond's name and costume to the world for the first time. The former real-life pole dancer has landed her first big-screen role alongside Jennifer Lopez in the film Hustlers. In her photo, a mirror selfie, she wears a raunchy, strappy pink and blue thong bodysuit and mega high heels that fasten up all the way around her legs and thighs. Now, the mother of one wrote, "Are you all ready for Diamond to come to the theater near you this fall?" Hustler movie. This movie will be directed by Lawrence Scafaria, who is hoping to flip gender stereotypes on their head with J-Lo as the lead. Oh, I did it, right?
You cannot talk about Cardi and not... But yeah, J-Lo is in this one, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. And she's a fire dancer.
Yeah.
So Cardi B...
Yeah.
Your Hollywood debut, and it had to be you as a stripper.
What else would she
Why
do?
are you going back to your former life? Like, you've moved on from that. I feel I don't know if she should have taken this role, man.
You know, and incidentally, the picture we have there where she put up a picture with that post of swollen legs.
Yeah.
And, you know, she was complaining that her doctor told her that she was flying too much.
Yes.
And there was complication due to quite a number of surgeries.
Yeah.
And all that.
Yeah.
Right? So, but then, hey, come on. I think this is the best thing she can do.
So this is good for her. It's a good one.
It's a good
in
one.
Hollywood, it's good. But my worry is just, I mean, you're doing, like, the next role is going to be a stripper again. It's easy to get typecast into stuff like that. That's the worry.
Thank you so much for the delay. It was
Got
fun
you,
doing
Mike.
this.
You got your chop notes.
We'll do more of this. We'll do more of this. We'll do more of this. Yep. Okay. So, I see Greta. Is that, what's it called, Titi? Is that that's something I'm seeing there? But it's a DIY, so it's good I don't know. I'm probably going to learn something, Titi.
Yeah, it's about time you learned something, Mike. Just saying. It's all about the DIY. Right now, we have Gbenga Ayodada. Now, he's one of West Africa's most renowned jewelry designers and the founder of Art Smith Collection. The king of Nigeria's jewelry industry, as he's fondly called, is about to show us some economical ways to stand your jewelry or to store your jewelry.
Yeah, and
display
to
it.
them, yeah.
All right, now, so what do we have here? What do we have on the table?
Okay, we have the grater, we have the cloth hanger, we have the napkin rack.
Okay, so I think we should start with the napkin rack. Now,
Yeah.
this is a napkin rack I see in you know, average
Every
kitchen.
home, you know, even people give them at parties as souvenirs and what have you. So
okay.
basically, this just it's also used as a cutlery rack.
Okay.
So you just take your neck pieces like this,
Yeah.
and then you hang them.
Okay.
This way.
All
You
right.
just hang, you know, fill it up, and then
Okay.
what you do, you can use your door. You can
Yeah.
use the door of your closet or something,
Yeah.
and then you just spin it this way
All
using
right.
a thumbtack.
Okay,
This way.
thumbtacks.
Yeah.
And this...
And then it stays.
Am I supposed to be looking for anything in particular when getting these napkin racks, a particular type of material?
not exactly.
Okay.
But you can get the metal type, you can get the plastic type, you can get the wooden type. It comes in different forms.
All right.
Okay, so the
And I
next,
just hang them like that?
yeah, just hang them this way.
So what else can I hang on this?
You can also hang your earrings. So when you buy earrings and what have you, just make sure you don't just make sure you don't discard the tags, and then just hang it this way, your earrings there, and then just hang it this way. You
Okay.
can also use a cutlery stand. Almost everybody has that in their kitchen.
Okay.
And then you hang it that way. You know, the cutlery stands with
All
hooks
right.
this way.
So we also have a grater here. Now this
Yeah.
is a standard grater you can find in any
Exactly,
supermarket.
and then you can use it to hang your earrings this way.
Okay, can you
just
show me?
like we have here.
All right. Okay.
Sage.
Just using, obviously I wouldn't have used this for my okra. I'll just use it specifically for my earrings.
And they're inexpensive. I mean, this is just 1,000
Okay.
something there. So
Okay.
you just,
Let me try and help you with that.
yeah, please.
Okay, we
And then
have
this,
to
your stopper.
we have to move along. But this hanger and this napkin rack, what's the difference between the two now?
Okay, well,
the usage of the two.
this one specifically, you can use it for your neck pieces that have clasps this way.
Okay.
So you open it up this way.
Okay, and then you clasp it.
Yeah.
So if I have chains that don't have clasps, that's when
You will need
use
your napkin rack. Do you understand?
Benga ayodada. Now you won't believe how fast 3 minutes can run. But you have your grater, you have your napkin rack, and you have your clothes hanger. If you're looking for a way to store your jewelry, hopefully we've given you a few tips. We'll be checking you out in a bit after this break. Thank you so much.
Well, it's been a beautiful morning on Wake Up Nigeria. 2 hours has gone by already. We still got about 45 minutes to go.
Yes,
and it's
indeed.
still really, really good.
And
for
part
us.
of the reason we're still here is because we know that there's some people who just take their time to get out of bed. You know, they're the bosses, the big boys and big babes.
8 o'clock, still in bed at 8 o'clock.
Yeah,
You
big
should
babe.
have some,
Yeah.
some money in the bank, if you know what I mean. Also, because we still have a couple of things coming up on the show, we know that you're going to stick around with us. My name is Yomi Owopek.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinso. Now, another way to watch us is to stream live with us. If you leave the house any point in time, just get our website down. That's tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook Live at TVC Connect. I think they call it Facebook Watch now, I think.
Oh,
Facebook
Facebook
Live,
Watch.
Facebook Watch, Facebook Live, both I think are still functioning.
It's all really cool, and we also have our app. So
Yeah.
just in case you're unable to get on social media, you can watch us live from our app anywhere in the world on the Google Play Store and Apple iStore as well.
We still have quite a bit coming up. Yeti Williams of Lagos Moms is going to be joining us once again this morning on parenting. The segment is talking about the importance of the roles fathers play in the lives of their children. You know, it's
Very key, very important one. And then it's on to our second performance for this morning. C Black, the man.
Lastly, we'll be joined by a guest from the Make Music Festival. That's something that happens every year, and it sounds like it's going to be interesting.
Guys, you remember what I said yesterday about the whole JAMB cutoff mark? I just saw now on the front page of the newspaper that 15,000 more results have been released. And that's enough to cause worry.
Oh, so
there
they,
used to
they
be a
were
time
actually,
when...
so they were released because they were being suspected.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so they finally
of
now been released.
malpractice.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, that it's another cause for worry because we are having new results in the system. Like somebody that didn't
I
make
don't think people
cutoff
should
mark.
worry. I don't think
I'm insisting on this because I know how much I've been, if you're on social media, especially on Twitter, you probably see this all the time. This person is contemplating or attempting or even succeeding in committing suicide because of JAMB. Like,
So
JAMB is not the end of the world.
By God's grace, it's not the end of the world. There are a lot of people, especially in our generation, that went through the process.
Yes.
Some people we
Sometimes
know did
6
it
times.
3, 4, 5 times before they got through. Well, there was also something else that I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Now, I've forgotten the name of the artist. And this American artist, oh goodness me, it just skipped my mind just now. Mary, you took it from me.
Yes, because you didn't want us to talk about this. That's why.
Yeah, I had to.
Yeah.
So 50 Cent apparently said he was owing him $500,000.
Oh, that one.
Okay, well, we gotta move on.
You're welcome again. It's still Wake Up Nigeria, and it's time for us to talk parenting. Now, Yeti Williams is the founder of Lagos Moms, which is a resource center for mothers, parents, and caregivers for raising children in the 21st century. She's also a certified life coach and a neurolinguistic programming practitioner. Now, the discussion for this morning will be centering on the daddies and, of course, the importance of the role they play. Now, this one is huge. You would agree with me. This is huge. Because when we talk about fathers and the roles of fathers, it becomes a very sensitive subject. So let me hear your own version of it.
Yeah, so Father's Day is coming up on Sunday.
Yes.
And that's why I think this is a great time to be having this conversation. I think a lot of things have changed, and all those comments we used to make, things like, you know, fathers don't get involved, a father is just an ATM.
Okay, that one.
He just pays the bills, he's not supposed to get involved, why should he go to school? I think all of that needs to start changing. It's changing a little bit, but it's changing too slowly. And I say that we're all guilty. So the fathers are guilty. Even the wives are guilty, because there's many wives who feel, oh, he just doesn't know how to take care of the children. It's my job. He doesn't know what to do. So once you start telling a man that you don't know what to do, you can't be involved, you don't know how to do it anyway, it doesn't give him the confidence
Yes, it
that
feels
he
like
needs.
he might not get it right, so he backs out.
So he backs away that, okay, you and your children. But a lot of, you know, I love research, and a lot of the research that I'm seeing and coming across is saying that fathers who are involved in their children's life from beginning, everybody benefits. The children benefit, the children build a warm relationship with their father, so they grow up understanding what it means to have father and mother involved in raising them. And overall, long term, the benefits are much higher for them than the ones whose fathers are aloof. You know, you can have a single parent in the house, even though there's a mother and father, but the single parent is just the mother because the father is absent. He's physically in the house, he lives in the house, but he provides. So he's in the morning, hello, how are you? He goes out all day, he's working, he comes in the evening, how are you? You might never say how was school, just how are you? End of story. So there's no interaction, there's no communication.
No sitting together to do
there's no sitting together to do homework, talk about life. When is the father even pouring his own values and thoughts and hopes into the child's life? You can't only interact with your child to shout or to discipline. Do you know, that can be the only thing that they see a father figure as. And then when the children grow up and they've become adults, many times, that's when fathers now want to build this relationship. And the kids are thinking, I don't know you.
Sometimes the kids make excuses for their fathers. They say, oh, probably was too busy making money.
There are two halves that we have. Some are like, oh, you know, he was. But the point is, you still have had a huge, maybe almost 2 decades where you didn't build you didn't build that bond. So yes, you can now start building it, but why do you want to start building it for maybe 26 or 30 up versus you had them under your roof from 0 to, you know, what age? So we're not pointing any fingers. We're not saying anybody is good or bad. We're just trying to encourage more fathers to be really involved in their child's life. And we want to also tell the wives to make the room. That's another big one. Step back. Allow them to spend time with their children. It's not only us as women that know how to be a parent.
Yes. So at some point you mentioned single parents. Now, talking about single parents, there are some single parents who have, you know, the father of their children involved, since we're talking about the fathers now. And there are some that, yes, they have the father somewhere. Of course, the children didn't fall from the sky. The father probably doesn't want to be involved in, you know, the upbringing of the child. Now, for those who find themselves in such a situation, what then do they do?
So single parenting is tough, you know, because I mean, we have some single parents that are fathers actually for various reasons. Some, unfortunately, some have lost their wives, for, you know, relationships didn't work. There are several reasons. But I think when you are a single parent, and what's so important is you actually have to be more intentional, because that means you're already parenting with 50% not there, right? So you're already alone, playing a mother and a father figure. So what you have to do is, and some of the things we're talking about off air, is you have to intentionally build a circle around you that can help replace that gap. So we're talking about father figures, but you have to be very careful that the person you're bringing into your child's life as their father figure is actually
worth being referred to.
Exactly.
Yes.
Is actually truly playing that role and not taking advantage of the children or the situation. So you have to be very careful. And that person, I'm not going to sit here and say that father figure has to be a pastor or somebody in any religious setting. It doesn't have to be. It could be a friend, it could be a neighbor, it could be a cousin, it could be anybody that you think plays that role.
It could even be a sibling.
It could be a sibling. There's so many options, but it's just keep in mind, what am I trying to achieve? If this is a single woman now, single mother who says there's no father in the child's life, what am I trying to achieve? These children need to have a positive male influence in their lives. Okay, who can now fit that? That's when you now go to who is the who. And then what are the ways? You can watch movies. You'll be amazed that in movies, there are a lot of lessons to learn in a movie. So movie watching can become positive. You watch a movie together with your kids and you discuss, what did you think about that?
I would advise you watch the movie first.
Yes. Watch
it first before sharing with them, so you know the things you don't want them to see or know.
But, and I mean, that's a rule for every movie, period. I think there's a website I particularly use to review what a movie's rating really is. So the movie can tell you PG-13, but the review shows that that movie is actually
18 or 16.
So before you just say, oh, it's a child's movie, let's all go and watch it. So anyway, to that point, make sure you know what's in it. Use it as a teachable moment. And then lastly, I have many mentors. Some I've met, some I've never met. And I know them through books or YouTube. I like their message. I like what they're teaching me. So I'm following them in terms of trying to pick the positive. So same thing with this, building a, you know, a support system around raising your children, is that thank God for the internet. There's a good side
That's
to
another
it.
way to go about
Find
it.
people that are giving positive messages and let your child watch that, discuss it with them together. You know?
Now, Yeti, you know, there are some men who actually wish to, you know, parent their children.
Yes.
They're struggling with it.
Yeah.
Perhaps even the mothers have said, go on, you can do it, but they're struggling. How do they get help?
They should struggle. They learn through the struggle.
Keep struggling.
No, honestly, it sounds so simple, but what's the struggle? Many times when they say, oh, they are struggling, what are they struggling with? Is it that they can't change the diaper? And keep learning now. Like eventually you figure out how, after you change and you carry the baby up and it falls, you'll be like, oops, I didn't do it the right way. And you keep...
Okay, the diaper falls.
That's the
My
diaper.
heart stopped.
No, not the baby, gosh. The diaper. Because, I mean, this is a practical life story. When I started having children, I was like, I want my husband to be as involved as possible from day one. So we changed diapers together. I wasn't born learning how to change diapers, was I? So together we did it to the point that I could
She
go out.
said I wasn't born
But it's true now, because I'm a
change
mother,
diapers,
doesn't
was I?
mean that I came with a button that says this is exactly how to do it. We all learn. We all learn. Joke about how my son, when I didn't learn how to change a boy fast, you know, they will pee in your face.
Yeah.
So we should experience that together, me and my husband. But I'm jokes aside, though. When you say they're struggling, we all learn to struggle, and it's fine. Keep doing it. Persevere. Say, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get better at this. And when you get better, when a man particularly gets comfortable with caring for his young children, he just gets more confident.
Yeah, and he gets better with
time. He gets better. So everybody's benefiting. He's feeling like, I can do this. The children are getting daddy spending time with them, and the mother, guess what? Her mental health is better.
Yes.
Because she has true help. She can have peace of mind that if I need to travel, I need to go out, their father can take care of them.
Yeah.
So everybody benefits, you know.
So basically, this is just to encourage fathers
Yes.
to take to play a more active role in parenting their children.
Right.
Yes, because you know some fathers even call it babysitting.
It's not babysitting.
But it's not babysitting.
Babysitting is when I pay somebody to come and
Or
watch
even
my
maybe even ask your sibling or someone else to help you
somebody.
take care of your child. But the moment it becomes mommy and daddy, you're not babysitting.
I don't use that phrase. I don't know, baby. It's your
I've
children
actually
now.
heard some men say, I have to go home, I'm babysitting. And I'm like,
you're taking care of your
okay,
children.
You're parents.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Yeti Williams. I've had an awesome time discussing this with you. All right, of course, we move on with the show because we have another musical performance right now. TT is on standby with Black for this.
Yes, indeed. It's about time for some more music. It's about time for some more music. C Black has been a neighborhood star for quite a while in his hometown in Lagos, along with his music crew called Mafia Gang. Now, his current single is a street hit titled Ogologo, and it features Naira Marley, who brought him on stage to perform at his Malian Fest concert this past April. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, good morning.
All right, so what's the meaning of Ogologo?
Glory on top of glory. Ogolori Ogo.
Ogolori Ogo.
Yeah.
All right, okay, so I'm getting it now. What has the response been? When did this song come out?
That was February 21st of this year, 2019.
Okay.
And I'm very glad for starting this year with this. As in everybody was like, Ogologo, Ogologo, Ogologo. I'm very, very excited.
Hope it wasn't overwhelming. It wasn't overwhelming?
No.
So you're loving it?
I love it.
All right, I can see.
As in, I'm very, very happy this year.
All
Very
right.
glad.
It's about time for you to perform for us. Take it away.
Hmm.
Hey, C Black, what to do?
And welcome back. Everybody loves music, right? And usually we have a day dedicated throughout the year to celebrate music specifically. And then there's something that is called the World Music Day, which is celebrated globally in probably 120 countries and thousands of cities, including Lagos. And I've got here with me two special people who are a part of the team organizing Make Music Lagos 2019. I've got Mosumola Akinwamide, who's the CEO of IPC Events, joining us this morning. You're welcome. And also Temisan Ikomi, the lead consultant of Alien Nation. I knew Alien.
Yeah.
Something like
Out of
that.
this world is,
yeah. Okay, so you guys Make Music
Lagos.
Lagos. I like it. I mean, you guys have been doing this for a while. But Temisan, talk to us talk to us about Make Music Lagos.
Well, so we've been doing Make Music. This is the fourth year.
Fourth year.
Yeah, we had the fourth edition, and we've Make Music basically it's a festival of music. And this year we have like a week long of activity celebrating World Music Day, and so we have like tons and tons of activities that are geared towards making sure that we do music rights in Nigeria. But this year we have the event starts from the 16th this year to the 23rd of June. And the event pretty much starts with, we have like a long of activity.
Yeah.
So we have the Learn to Play. We have the press conference actually starts on the 16th. On the 13th of, which is on Wednesday. 13th is Wednesday of this week.
Right.
And then of course we have the flash mob, which is happening on the 16th, the first of its kind in, I dare say, Africa.
Wow. Okay, so it's going to be lots of activities coming
Lots
up,
and
and
lots
it's
of
really focused on celebrating music. Now, I've followed this festival for about 2 years, and I know that there's a lot of it's grown over the years, and lots of people are getting more informed about it. People are getting more knowledge. But are there specific things that you're looking to achieve this year for Make Music?
Yeah, basically, as you said, it keeps growing. This year we are raising the next generation of musicians. We want people who can command the stage, who can, perform. I know live music is a challenge in Nigeria,
Yes.
and we are trying to get that culture out.
We just want to mime.
We just want to mime. So,
and then just get it over with.
Why are you stressing me?
So something pretty unique about this year is we're having a music business conference where we have professionals come in. What are the prospects in the music industry? What are as an artist? How before I sign a contract, the legal part,
licensing, marketing. What exactly is easy to know? So this year we're trying not to just, so over the years we've created platforms for musicians who have come and then maybe they become super mega stars. Yeah. And then at the end of the day you find that the education, the understanding of how to run the business of your talent is not there. A lot of them, you find them getting into legal issues, you find them getting into copyright issues and all of those things. And we thought, you know what, it would be nice to create a platform where we can actually discuss this, and then we can, I mean, you know, at the beginning of this year, we had a lot of artist issues where you had contracting issues, all of those kind of things. And we're hoping that it's not enough to put you on that platform, it's enough to equip you with the right knowledge.
I heard something about a songwriting thing as well.
Yes.
There's a special songwriting camp with Bears.
With Bears, okay.
Yes,
Okay.
so I mean, he's a genius. So as she said, it's a long weekend. So over the weekend, we're having the flash mob where, who knows, you just see some people dancing and making music on the street corner, and you're like, you know.
But we're not telling you where.
We are not telling you where.
Just look out
so
look out
that.
for the flash mob.
Then we have Learn to Play, where you can just come up to different centers and learn how to play an instrument. You always had a passion for the guitar, the music. Just walk into that place and we could just give you a crash course and you can follow up after that.
I like this. So this is just, you know, really all about the celebration of music. And another unique thing that you're doing is that you're involving communities.
Absolutely.
So tell us about that.
So so this year, and then as well as every other years that we've done, we usually will have, like I said, Make Music is a multi-venue event. So we are partnering with host venues. So you have sound, you have music in your venue, and then you like to host Make Music at your center, go for it. So just give you the plan, and then you pretty much just run on autopilot, pretty much. So this year we're looking to have about 30 centers, because as of right now we have over 400 artists registered on our platform. 400 to perform. And we do not even have enough space. So
how do you even make a video for that?
Exactly. So if you're a venue and then you have sound music, and then you can, you know, host a Make Music venue at your location, we're happy and hopeful to have you on board. But this year, so we're looking to have about 30 multi-centers venue this year across Lagos, all across Lagos, happening at the same time.
That's really, really amazing. So everybody should just be representing their town.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so
represent your hood, absolutely.
So anywhere.
Everybody bring it. And Festac last year brought the heat. So this year we're hoping that Ikorodu, all these other locations, aside from the Lekki mainland that we all know, also come together and then we celebrate music.
So let's talk about volunteers, because you know, sometimes I know that you guys have your team and everything, but you know, sometimes you also need people who would work with you, or people who need information about what they can do. So for instance, I live in Agege and I want to do something, I want to do a little festival. How can I be a part of it?
Oh, sure. You can always go to our website, which is www.makemusiclagos.org.ng.
Makemusiclagos.org.ng.
And you could just sign up, book out to volunteer.
There's a volunteer portal, so you can sign up. As of right now, I think we have over 350 volunteers, because there's no way to do this huge event by ourselves. We can't do that. So we also rely on the strength of the volunteers that we've had over and over the years. But this year we have about 300 plus, and that's still not enough.
No.
So if you want to be a volunteer, just go to the
MakeMusicLagos.org.ng. How about the social media platforms?
On all our social media platforms,
at
Make Music Lagos.
At Make Music Lagos.
At Make Music Lagos, and then I can volunteer, be a part of it, organize my own private events.
Absolutely.
If I own a venue, I can also be a part of it.
Yes,
as well.
but aside from owning a venue, one of the important things I also feel like it's important to mention is the grand finale event, which is what we call the Lagos Shutdown event. That's the one happening on the 23rd. It's a
23rd,
Sunday.
so talk to us about that.
It's happening on 23rd and it's a Sunday. So we're hoping that this time around you don't have a wedding to attend, you don't have any event to attend.
It's a Sunday, so yeah.
It's a Sunday and Sunday evening. So again, we're trying not to compete with too many events out there.
So is this a surprise location, or you have a location?
No, it's not a surprise location. It's happening at Muro Kola Park this year, and it starts at 5 p.m.
Okay, that's the same park you held it last year, right?
Yes, same park we've had it in the last 3 years.
Okay, so it's where we sum it up from the Learn to Play, Learn to DJ, all that. So everybody comes together, makes music,
yes. The community has one to speak the same language and then sing to different. So we have different A-list artists who are performing at this particular one. We have the Bears that we were talking about earlier. We have Shino Peters,
the legendary
Shino Peters.
Shino Peters.
Yeah.
So yes, we have Ladipo, we have Johnny Drill, we have Banker, we have Chike, we have Rugged Man.
It's going to be massive.
Are
you sure we'll be able to go to work on Monday?
Yeah, so we have Frekelmo.
Wow. Absolutely, from the gospel, Afolabi as well. So it's a community, and we're trying to merge different people from different generations and different age group and different era together to make music.
Look, it sounds exciting. I share your enthusiasm for this. So that's June 23rd. That's
the shutdown event. Do not forget that. That's the one that everyone must be at.
You know, so it's probably going to be all day, I'm sure. It will start at a certain time.
Yeah, pretty much.
But the World Music Day is June 21st.
June 21st, yeah.
So
that's constant every year.
That's constant
every year. That's the one that has multi-venue locations where we have about 30 events happening at the same time and different locations.
Mosun and Temisan, thank you so much. I know you're going to need your energy to do all the work.
Yes,
that you
we
need to.
do.
So follow me to the kitchen. So let's feed you a little bit, just a little bit, and then you can go about your duties.
Food in my
further.
tummy.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Hey guys. Something looks and smells nice.
Yes, please. Welcome. Take a seat.
Oh, awesome. Please have a seat.
Yeah.
All right, so you're welcome to the kitchen. Today's chef is Chef Adequaji Ruth. And she made this fantastic meal. We weren't able to show how the sauce was made, so she'll start from talking about the sauce, okay?
Right.
So please tell us about the sauce, then we talk about the rice.
Okay, the palm oil sauce, which is made of palm oil, blended tomato and pepper, crayfish, shredded shrimps, onions, and turkey, fried turkey.
Fried turkey, nice.
You should have seen the spread. There are lots of things inside that sauce you're looking at. And then,
So
of
have a
course,
taste.
the rice.
Please have a taste.
Okay,
Let's. I get to do part
Yes. Okay. 1 second. Ooh, almost lost the fork. Oh my goodness. All right, please have it.
So Make Music is going to be a whole week, guys.
A whole week.
We should find.
Yes.
I think we should organize ours in TVC, our own special Make Music
So I love
festival.
the idea of a flash mob. You know, and is there any?
That's nice, by the way.
Oh,
Thank
very
you.
nice.
Really
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The chef was eagerly waiting.
Yeah. She just needed that feedback. Just
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
thank you.
So, flash mob.
Yes, no, well, when it comes to flash mobs, I have no idea how they make the logistics of it work. But
It's
if
crazy.
you guys have got it on lockdown,
We
then
have it on
kudos
lockdown.
to you.
You just walk somewhere and just see somebody dancing and playing music.
Just
all
join
that.
them.
Just join them.
Join them.
Join us.
Just join them.
Join us.
Anyway, we have to say a big thank you to our friends over at Homely NG for the kitchen accessories.
And of course, a big shout out to everyone who was on the show today. We appreciate you. Thanks for showing up, waking up early in the morning to be a part of the show. And of course, a big thank you to our chef.
Well done.
Thank
Well
you,
done.
Yomi.
so much, Chef
Thank you.
We're back tomorrow, Wednesday at 6 a.m. Don't forget.
Yes, indeed. Have a great day, y'all.